Okay, so I've had a home gym maybe about 7 years now, okay? And we've helped a lot of people start home gyms, but we've seen a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've seen a lot of people's mistakes. I've had people ask me questions about mistakes. So today I'm going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes that I've seen, that we've received, and that I want to help you avoid when it comes to starting a home gym, okay? I've got 10 total, maybe an extra one, if one comes to me while I'm talking, but I have 10 specifically starting out that I want to talk to you about so you can avoid making some of the biggest, largest, giganticest home gym mistakes. Let's do it. Hey guys, this is Coop. And the first home gym mistake that I want to help you avoid is not trying out having a home gym before you go out and spend a ton of money, okay? Having a home gym, one of the biggest things we find is that not everybody loves it. I know you're surprised as I am. Why would everyone not love, Little Debbie snack cakes? Why would everybody not love a home gym? Very similar things. Everybody loves both, right? Well, they don't. Not everybody loves Twinkies. Not everybody loves a home gym. Okay, one of the reasons people don't love home gyms is because it's very hard to work out alone. Okay, right now I'm in my home gym, but most people's home gyms don't look like this one. Most of them, it's in a small room, it's dark, it's dungy, they don't have, a bunch of cool equipment, they don't have a bunch of, music and lights and everything that's very fun. That's how I started my garage gym. But it takes a certain mental fortitude to come out in the garage gym when it's, well, right now it's like 50 and balmy, it's nice. But when it's like 30 or when it's near zero and there's like icicles on your barbell, it's very hard to work out alone. So one thing that I always suggest people is try to work out at home for a little bit before going all out and buying all the equipment, okay? So you're thinking to yourself, well, how am I supposed to try a home gym before I have a home gym? Well, you just do some body weight stuff at home. Do something hard at home. So go out in your garage and do some burpees. Go out in your garage and, you probably got some old dumbbells laying around or a kettlebell or something. Do some pull-ups or something. Just determine that you're going to stick to it for some time, because you don't want to be like the people that go out and buy thousands of dollars worth of gym equipment, lay it all down, Coop says you should have this, Coop says you should have this. It doesn't matter what you should have if you don't use it, okay? So first, mistake to avoid is make sure that you're going to use the equipment that you buy before you buy it, okay? All right, so for the second one, the second mistake that I see, and I see this a lot, is not buying right the first time. So first you're determining, I'm actually gonna work out in the gym. And you can do that very cheap. You don't need a lot of money, okay? So you've determined, I'm gonna work out in my home gym, my garage gym, and I'm gonna stick to it, okay? Then you have to decide what equipment you're gonna buy. One of the biggest mistakes is not buying right the first time. There's a phrase we like to say in the garage gym community, and that is, buy once, cry once, okay? Buy once, get slapped by your wife once, okay? So if you buy right the first time, you don't have to get beaten multiple times, okay? Or you don't have to, cry a bunch of times because you buy right the first time. You don't have to resell it. Now I will say there's something to be said about buying a budget rack. So over here, I don't know if you can see it, but back in there, I've got a Rep PR 1100. Yeah, it's kind of hidden back there. We're getting ready to do a review on it. That's a good budget-friendly rack. It's not super expensive, but it's also not a rack that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. I think that's a rack that, somebody who's on a budget needs a rack and is trying to determine if they wanna really get into this. That's something you can go with. But if you go and buy okay, my first rack was a Rogue SML2, for instance. I'll give you a story. Rogue SML2 is my first rack. I love that rack. But I decided I needed a power rack. I was lifting heavier. I wanted the versatility of having 4 posts, so I bought a Rogue R3. I then decided I wanted to work outside, so I decided to buy a Rogue Y1 yoke. Okay, all of that equipment is equipment that I still have today. I have the Rogue R3 at my gym. I have 3 of them up there. I have a Rogue Y1 at my gym. We use it for yoke carries and all sorts of things. I have the Rogue SML2 in my house as a desk. I'm not kidding. I have a squat rack desk. It's incredible. America, let's go. Okay, I had a lot of racks and I've kept all of them. And the reason I've kept all of them is because they're good things, okay? They don't break down, they don't suck. I don't have to throw them out. I don't have to sell them for way less than I got them. They're good stuff. So if you buy right the first time, you can cry once. Buy once, cry once. Beautiful. The third one is wait, and this is perfect timing because this is going on now or around this time, is wait until Black Friday for big purchases, okay? Wait for sales. Now, this isn't for everything, but Black Friday by far is the best time of the year to buy gym equipment. And the reason Black Friday is the best is because a lot of these companies, they run one sale a year. Outside of like various couple deals they have, most companies run one a year, okay? Most companies run one Black Friday sale a year. That's it, okay? Link in the bio if you want to check it out. Because it's Black Friday, they have one sale, they kind of go big, so they offer shipping discounts if you buy a lot, they have a lot of exclusives and stuff on sale, so it's the best time to buy, okay? So a mistake I see is buying outside of a sales time, okay? You can get all this stuff, well not all of it, like that, Sornix Base Camp, that doesn't go on sale, okay? Prodigy Rack, never seen that on sale. There's some other stuff that I've never seen on sale, but if you're just trying to outfit a home gym with some good equipment, most of it is gonna go on sale sometime. So down here, right here, this is the fourth one, okay? You can probably see it somehow. This right here, the flooring, this beautiful floor that you see here, this is all horse stall mats, okay? This is made for horses. You can get this at Tractor Supply. This is the mistake I see people do. They buy exercise tiles, foam tiles. Here, I'm gonna go grab one. Okay, I got a piece of one. So when I bought this house, this whole section of the garage was in this stuff, okay? And this was exercise mats. Look at this. How are you supposed to squat on that bad boy? That's awful, okay? I don't care if you're into gimmicky stuff and you like stability, mobility balls, whatever, okay? Squatting on this is not good for you. It ends up compressing, it's more expensive, ends up getting moldy and dirty and sweaty and nasty. Don't buy this stuff. Buy horse stall mats. Horse stall mat, whoever is big horse stall mats, whoever is a corporation who's doing this stuff, they should pay me a lot of money because I sell a lot of horse stall mats because horse stall mats are the best, okay? Go to Tractor Supply, 35 to 40 bucks, okay? 100-pound, 4x6, 3/4 inch rubber horse stall mat. Yeah, okay? If it can hold a horse, a ton horse, half-ton horse, I don't know how big a horse is. How big is a horse, Lynn? Is a horse a ton?
I think they usually measure them in pounds.
Okay, pounds. How many pounds, so Lynn?
I don't know.
Okay, a real big horse, okay? If this horse stall mat can hold a horse, it can hold you. All right, so the fifth one that you need to be sure of, and this is a long video, okay? But we're gonna keep rolling, okay? Because I said we're doing 10, we're doing 10. The fifth one is to buy things used. Check Facebook Marketplace, check Craigslist. Your biggest mistake you're gonna make, well, not the biggest, okay, this is the fifth biggest. The fifth biggest mistake you're gonna make is buying things new, okay? I love buying things new. I like opening boxes, okay? I love all that stuff, I really do. But if you're buying just iron weight plates and you don't plan to do reviews for a living, then you can just buy cheap plates on, Craigslist or on Facebook Marketplace. So stuff like this, like these two Rogue kettlebells. I bought these from a guy not too far from here. He had an apartment gym and the landlord had said he was making too much noise. So he decided to sell these bad boys. Well, I got both of these for I think like 25 bucks each. So it's 50 bucks total for kettlebells that cost way more than that when you include shipping. Okay, so if you buy locally, if you buy from people that had home gyms, didn't know how much they were worth, or didn't get into it, you can get it for a lot cheaper. So don't make the mistake of not buying on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so the sixth mistake is not buying a lot at once. Okay, and this kind of plays, you can make a mistake of not buying a lot at once, but you can also make the mistake of not buying a little at a time.
Take that again.
So you can make the mistake of not buying a lot at once, or you can make the mistake of buying a little at a time, okay? Now you're thinking that's both sides of it. It is, okay? The reason that you want to buy a lot at once is because you're going to save a lot of money on shipping, okay? The reason you only want to buy a little bit at a time is because you want to make sure you're going to use the things you're buying, okay? So it could go either way. So if you know you're going to use it, then buy everything at one time. You're going to save a ton on shipping. So for instance, if I was to buy this pair of center mass bells, okay? If I was to buy, sorry, I got distracted. If I was to buy that pair of center mass bells, the shipping on that would be pretty expensive in comparison to buying a whole pallet's worth of all of these. So if you know, for instance, that you want a full set of dumbbells, I get it. You know, like you get your paycheck every Friday, so you buy a pair of dumbbells. Well, a better bet would be to save that money and then buy all the dumbbells at once because you're going to save money. The other side of that is buying a little at a time, okay? Sometimes buying a little at a time, if you don't know if you're going to use it and you just want to like keep engaged in the gym, a great thing to do is just buying a little at a time, you know, like buying, you know, a band when you hit a PR, or buying a new belt when you hit a PR, or working out for, you know, gamify it. You know, you work out for 20 weeks in a row, you decide you're going to buy yourself a new squat rack. Something like that. Keep things exciting, keep things going, so don't make those mistakes. By the way, this is all on our website. Well, not all on our website, but a lot of this is on our website. We wrote an article on this, and I'm basically basing this on that. So the 7th one is buying equipment with low versatility, okay? When you're starting a home gym, you don't have a lot of equipment, you want to make sure that you're not buying low versatility equipment. So, for instance, a squat rack has a ton of versatility. You can do a lot with it. But there's no reason to buy these jammer arms, which the functionality of them, although there's quite a bit of functionality, the comparison of functionality of this versus one of these, a barbell, is much lower, okay? So make sure you have your ducks in a row, okay? Buy a barbell, buy a squat rack, buy a bench, you know, buy some dumbbells, and then from there start going into the fun stuff like this and belt squats and treadmills and all that sort of stuff. Get your basics lined up. Don't make that mistake. The 8th mistake I see is not viewing your garage gym as a business, okay? You're thinking, my garage gym, a business. The mistake you can make is not buying and reselling equipment, okay? If you want a home gym, this is what I did. I decided I was gonna have a home gym, but I didn't know how I was gonna pay for all of it. Well, I decided I was gonna buy stuff and resell it. So I'd buy it, I'd fix it up, I'd resell it. I'd buy a certain piece of equipment, you know, for really cheap, or I'd buy a lot of it at one time, and then I'd piece it out on the internet, okay? There's a lot of people out there looking for gym equipment, and they could get a really good deal while you also still make money. You then turn that money into steel, which is gym equipment, which then gets turned into gains, okay? So if you want gains, buy and resell on the internet, okay? All right, the 9th one, and this kind of plays on some of the other stuff we did, but avoiding gimmicky equipment. Okay, let me show you something that, I don't want to say it's gimmicky, but it's probably not the first piece of equipment I would buy. This bad boy right here, this is called a TerraCore. I really like this because I bench on it and it feels good, but it's kind of like just a Bozu ball, okay? So buying gimmicky equipment is not where you should be spending your money when you're starting a home gym, okay? That's a big mistake. A big mistake is buying gimmicky equipment. So try to focus on equipment that, again, is gonna have versatility and that you're gonna use, okay? The stuff that, you know, we like to post a lot of cool stuff, and it's because I'm into like the high tech of gym equipment, but just because I'm posting it isn't mean I'm recommending it to everyone, okay? We have all sorts of stuff. See, there's something over here. All right, this bad boy. It's called the Iron Neck, okay? It looks pretty sick, I know. You'd love to wear this on a date with your wife, but this is, I wouldn't say it's gimmicky because it really does work. As you can tell, I've got an iron neck, but this is not, I'm not gonna hook this up. This is not the equipment that you should be buying, okay? First off, okay? That doesn't mean you shouldn't be buying this. The Iron Neck works great if you're into, like, you know, training your neck, because it's actually much cheaper than training other devices with your neck, okay? Or if you're a football player, MMA fighter, something like that, that's a good reason to buy this, okay? If you're just wanting it because it looks cool, like I do right now, okay? You know what I mean? Then you're not gonna want it, okay? Because my wife makes fun of me every time I put it on, okay? So I know it looks sick, but this, I don't want to tear it down because I actually really like this, but I wouldn't buy this as my first piece of equipment, especially if you're not looking to get an iron neck. All right, the 10th and final one, okay? I forgot to talk about my mustache. Gosh dang it. All right, well, the 10th and final one, really this, I want to get serious for a second. The biggest mistake, I wanted to save the best for last. The biggest mistake by far is not subscribing to Garage Gym Reviews. Oh! So if you're not subscribed to Garage Gym Reviews, if you're not following our deals page, if you're not liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all those other stupid stuff, if you're not doing that, you're really missing out, okay? So the biggest mistake home gym owners make, biggest home gym owner mistake is not following garage gym reviews. All right. Have you made any of those mistakes? Do you have mistakes you want to help people avoid? Are you still watching? Good for you. You're a true follower. Thanks for following. See you guys next time. Peace. I think it's in pounds. You totally missed the question. That's hilarious. That's going to be funny. Doesn't it look stupid? I was like bobbing.
Oh my god, that's a real thing.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like,
It's called the Iron Man.
it's almost $800.
Are you serious?
Yeah.